where's it going to go now?
Scary.
That's ridiculous.
Well, I can understand. The point I was making, I said all I said, the point I was making was whether it's Muslims, whether it's Jews, whether it's Mexicans, whether it's Russians or Germans, whatever. They come into the country, instead of assimilating into the country, they can practice their faith, they can practice their religion, they can live in a community, but they would assimilate into the American way. Instead of doing that, they start vocalizing their dislikes, and next thing you know, the government is catering to them, and therefore we're giving up more and more of who we are as a country.
The problem with this country is probably guys like me and you. The average male, and you could say some's white, some's black, conservative American that's just sit back and tried not to say nothing, just trying to get along, get through it, and we've let them overtake us because it's kind of like two dogs in a pen. The one that barks the loudest gets the most attention.
If you ask yourself, why do people come to the United States? Land of the free, the American dream. And there's a freedom here, and they take advantage of that freedom. We are losing our culture, our identity, and our heritage.
Are you saying that the government has actually lost control?
It has. It's catered. One person will cry out, I don't think you ought to have under God in the pledge. So, you don't like it? Go somewhere else.
Come in here, my friend.
You want me to tell you what it means to be American?
Yeah.
It means everything to me because I've been overseas, and Rex probably can tell you too that there's no place like America. But when I was coming back from Germany, and been gone about 2.5 or 3 years, and we was way out on the ocean, and I was telling people, that my wife and everybody, the greatest thing I can ever remember seeing was that arm of that Statue of Liberty.
Where'd you get that?
When we come into New York, and I knowed I was getting close to back to America. That was the greatest thing I remember. My wife said, "You mean that was greater than when you seen me?" I said, "I didn't know you then."
As long as we don't bother each other, we can do what we want to.
Right.
You know, you got a right to swing your fist anywhere you want to, as long as it don't hit some other fellow's nose. And that's about the way we operate here.
We have our faults. We have crooked politicians, and we have different people that run our country that I may not agree with them, but still, overall, it's still America, and we still got the most freedom country in the world, no matter where you go, I think.
I don't know the answer to Iraq. We just have to do the best we can to go along.
Whether you're Republican or Democrat, George Bush made a decision. Whether I agree with him or don't agree with him, he made a decision and he carried his decision out. Okay, I don't agree with the situation that has developed in Iraq. I don't believe that he really had any foresight into what was going to happen. Don't you feel that they missed something when they went into Iraq? Don't you feel that they didn't realize the culture of the people they were going up against?
I would say, if truth be known, majority of Iraq doesn't want to be saved. If truth be known, majority of Iraq doesn't want to be saved.
How are you going to be victorious over a culture that has no value of life?
They don't care.
You know, if they don't value life, they don't care in the world to strap on a bomb to them and walk in and blow themselves up. You can't win against that kind of an enemy.
We should stay in Iraq, but we should take it over. I mean, it should just become a province of the United States because they've showed they can't rule themselves.